Right, so we started off with about a week of downtime. Everybody did their individual thing. We're able to pool resources in gold, and everybody was able to make their weapons artifacts. At the end of the week, we see three bronze dragons come into town with red-robed knight riders upon them. We meet Tarkon, and he delivers a message for us to meet King Acostus at the city of Mythos, the Lord of Storms. We figure out that it's going to be a long journey to there. King Pythos ends up giving us 30 days worth of food, water, and drink, and we set out along the long journey to Mythos. Most of the days go pretty well, except one night we do encounter a large group of goatlings and maenads. We have a vicious battle with them. Some of us get turned into a goat. It's a whole thing. But I believe on day 5 we set up camp and end up having a long rest. And there's much RP along the way. We find out a lot of people's backstories, some secrets, and things along the way. But that should be where we're at right now.
All right, thank you for the recap. Short and sweet. All right. Astros, you're next on recap for next week. If you're attending, of course. You there?
Oh, I'm on recap.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I don't think I have anything to do next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. I know some people like holidays and shit. They're kind of doing stuff. I know, like I'm already canceling like 4 games this week because it lands on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So, but it's it's no biggie for me. I'm like, oh, thank God, I'm gonna take a break, get some booze in me.
Yeah, you enjoy too.
Yeah, I bought some butterscotch ripple and a spiced rum to mix with it.
Ooh.
Spiced rum is the best.
Yeah, I'm mixing it. It's called they call it well, I don't know what it's called. It's a burnt Reynolds. That's what they call it. It's a shot. It's an ounce of both, and you mix it, and it's like really good.
Don't ever try that.
You never tried it?
I've tried spiced rum, but not.
Oh, you mix it with the butterscotch. It's so good. Butterscotch on its own is good. You can drink it like on its own as a liqueur, but it's usually recommended to mix with something. Because the liqueur right now is like 15% alcohol on its own, but you can obviously jack it up with the whatever spiced rum you like. I'm going with Lamb, the brand. So
I'm a simple person. Give me a rum, Coke, and a squeeze of lime.
Oh, I'm complicated as shit.
I like a little bit of rum with Coke. I don't like lots of rum. I usually get a rum and Coke. They put me like half rum. I'm like, that's too much.
Just a little bit of spiced rum and orange juice is really good.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You can put rum in anything. You can put rum in a coffee, and it can taste good.
Dude, pina colada?
I get it. I've just never heard of that.
Damn, you need to get out more. You need to get out more, boy. You need to get out more.
Okay, so in Florida, there's a lot of oranges. We get a lot of orange juice. You get creative.
Okay. All right. Now I'm making myself thirsty.
I want to make myself a cocktail.
All right. So
Everyone to the kitchen. Grab a cocktail.
it's next day. I'm assuming. Did we take a rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Onwards.
Onwards, as I would
Yes.
like. Let's choose Calyx today.
Hold on, is Adonis not gonna be here today?
No,
Yeah, not today.
he bailed again.
He did give a heads up this time, though.
He did give a heads up. Yeah, he told me like today. But still, it's annoying.
Half a point negative? Not a full point.
Well, he didn't tell me like why. He just said he couldn't make it.
But you've confirmed he only ever attends two month.
I've counted 2 sessions a month. I have my Excel pages for a reason. He is.
Do we want a part-time lover, as they say?
Yeah, I mentioned that to him. I told him that you're missing every other session, and we kind of need you there, especially for
what did
those
he say?
background points. He said he understands and stuff like that. He said a lot of stuff has happened to him over the holidays. He'll try to get it together. And I was like, all right, just what the
We'll
group is
see.
talking
We'll see.
about. So.
We'll see. Well, it's your guys' decision in the end of the day. If you see like he's just not really participating in the group, not really, and he's bothering you in like role play perspective, and I know you guys have stepped on toes with each other in combat and stuff like that. So
I think
That's
it's
fine.
more of just like not having someone here consistently or being able to depend on.
that, and you gave him like a shit ton of gold. He's not even here.
That is the annoying part, at least for me.
Yeah.
Because
And
he's
like all of us
really
have missed, but
he's
we are very clear about
he's
it.
really on like the quest. He really wants to finish his quest before everybody else. But like it doesn't work that way. The quests are designed for everybody to complete their quests at an even pace. Not like, oh, I want to just finish my quest and get my ultimate weapon. It doesn't work that way. Because he was trying to get figure out everything right away as soon as I gave him information.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't mind if
go ahead. Sorry.
if we do get rid of him. I wouldn't mind him becoming like a villain of some
NPC?
sort. So we
A
get
villain.
villain.
So you can defeat
That would
him.
be so
Yeah.
cool.
We can get our stuff back later, like somewhere down the line, not right now and stuff like that, but somewhere down the line, maybe he's a villain. We could finally get our hand back.
Get the hand back.
Well, you have the hand. It's not on him.
Yeah, he was not here to
You
receive his hand.
you just can't wear it because it's not a hollow hand. It's actual like
Oh.
a hand you have to like infuse onto your actual flesh.
Well, I do like the idea of canonically, if he leaves the group, of like he canonically has the hand.
He's
and
like,
we'll have to
he's
fight
like,
it later.
we know who the villain is. He has no hand.
Yeah, like
One-handed
someone
bandit.
gives, someone gives hints
His
of, like, a
legend was told
one-handed
across the
bandit.
world, putting his hand in smiting the gods.
Like, that would be hilarious.
This
Alright.
is where his hatred of the gods started.
Calyx, roll me a D100 for. Actually, no, roll me a D20 for encounter. See what.
Alright,
2.
here we go.
Nope, nothing happens.
Oof.
Low is better. As you begin to travel across the long voyage across Astoria, past into the mossy forest, through the mountains, and making your way, you guys can obviously decide on a D100 for rarity item or an herb of rarities. So you could roll a D100.
What do you roll for herbs again?
Survival.
Survival.
Eve gets nothing. Close though. You got close.
Oh, no.
That's okay. I got something before.
Yeah. 95. Calyx gets something. Oh, so close. 88.
Yeah. Dang.
And I donate 2 points of the over 90.
Alright, roll me another D100, Calyx. Well, the magical items are not going to be, like, super magical, but they could be, like, a free potion. They could be a lot of things.
84.
Alright, yeah. As you begin to stumble across the forest, you do come across a dead corpse. As you see it on the individual, he has what looks like that. It looks like he has 3 bolts left on his inventory. As you see, the bolts are made out of a really fine material. You can tell it is made out of like a silver, but you can see it's laced with some kind of magical ambience coming off of it.
These are like bolts, like crossbow bolts?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
As you find +1 ammunition, 3 bolts of them.
Neat. Does anyone has a crossbow?
Just bought a light crossbow.
You said you have a light crossbow?
I do, yes.
I will hand you this bolts. They seem to be special.
They are they're also silvered, so you can reuse them. The only downfall is it loses the +1 enchantment once it hits the target.
They're silvered and +1 to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, to start off with. As soon as you use them, they're just silvered afterwards. They just become normal. So, for instance, if you're fighting like something that is weak to silver, like werewolves or vampires or whatever not, you can use it against them, which acts as true damage, and then, or you can just sell them down the road for what they're worth. The arrows are worth 5 gold each because they're silver.
And how many were there?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I was hoping for a whole quiver set of a corpse in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I'll
bullets, no arrows.
hang on to them. I mean, if I don't use them, we can sell them. But
Yeah.
Probably worth holding on to.
And shit, I was gonna Silas, you don't need your arrows anymore, right? If I remember.
Nope. You can have
Uh,
mine if you want them.
Yes, I would like to employ the takesies backsies.
All right.
Takes these backsies.
I have 40 arrows in total.
All right. Put them on my pack because I do use them every now and then,
Sharing is caring.
and I care a lot. Alrighty.
As
Onward.
you guys begin to travel through the forest and into the mountains, you do see what looks like a pair of enormous stone forearms reaching out of the ground next to the path that you follow. You see the statues are completely still and frozen. In a gesture, it almost appears like it's grasping the sky, although the stonework appears to be finely carved. There are no other signs of civilization or any man-made structures anywhere in the vicinity.
Hey Evie, you mind throwing a detect magic around here?
I don't believe I can do that.
No,
was
but
the
I'll
one
send in my Drake or my pseudo dragon.
Who was the one who had the? I know we got a pearl before.
She has it. Evie
I
has
have
it.
it, but I can identify I can't detect magic.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'll
that's what it was.
take
Sorry,
magic, I think.
my bad. I
You're
got it
fine.
confused.
Maybe
think
they're
I have.
hands of the Titan again?
Looks like it.
My pseudo dragon's gonna stealth up there. Kind of okay, maybe.
My character sheet can't load up.
Yeah, it's the DDoS attacks.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, I'm reloading in right now. Oh, now it says that I can't even get into Roll20.
Crap.
Rip.
Damn hackers.
Yep, no server is available to handle this request.
You'll have
Restart computer?
Well, no, just close your browser and reopen the
to just
browser
redo
itself.
it.
Hackers take away everything fun.
Yeah, they got a DDoS because they're like, I'm not getting what I want.
Children.
It's like, what would you even want? Like, you know,
So
like, it
so nobody else can have fun. That's basically it. They want to showcase other BTTs out there, I guess. I don't know. All right. As you guys begin to see these things, you can see they are the arms of Catamane. They are a reminder of the past. As Catamane is resting, as he has a portion of himself everywhere across the lands of Thylia. As the hands are massive, they statue over about 20 feet per arm. As it almost looks like they're trying to grasp the sun.
Can you post how to say the arms of Catamine?
Catamane?
I-
Yeah, you said it.
I can say it, but not spell it. I'm horrible. None of those letters match mine.
Oh, okay.
I was spelling it as ketamine, like the drug.
Me too.
That's how it sounds.
Yeah, so he is the father of basically the Titans, and Thylia is the mother.
pull out my book and take a quick sketch.
As Catamine is basically he's the father of Sidon and Lutheria.
He probably is not very fond of us then.
Well, he's sleeping, so if he was awake, he'd be fucked.
So do not get close. Do not engage.
No,
Let's edge
you
around.
can touch them and stuff. Nothing's gonna happen. They haven't been active in over 4,000 years since the gods.
I'm still a little wary, so I'm gonna be in a little defensive mode and kind of scooting along, kind of crab style, sidewalking around the arm,
Grab style.
keeping them in sight, but getting on the other side.
Yeah, you remember that picture I sent with the hands, right? It's kind of basically like that.
That one was creepy.
Just
Yeah.
an ancient landmark.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of those everywhere.
Yeah, I can't log in at all now.
Like that. Just giant hands everywhere.
So weird that it would only be affecting some people.
I have to admit, I had opened up my Haleakala, the little pseudo dragon I have, and I tried to put him in a mini squeering, and it gave me an error, a 503 error or something.
Well, if you want, someone can stream the game for you if you want on the Discord, and then just use the Roll20 app on your phone.
Let's see. I don't think I have the Roll20 app on my phone. To remember my password.
So I can use your sheet, your character sheet, because that's not connected towards the DDoS.
Alright, I'm loading in.
Alright. As you guys continue onwards, hours and hours pass on easily enough, as the travel isn't too sparse, as you've traveled about almost a week from Astoria to Mytros, as you're almost about a day's away from Mytros. As eventually the sun eventually dwindles down for the night, you get comfortable and warm upon setting up camp. I would love Evie to roll me a d20 for encounter upon the night.
Are we ready?
No, when you say it like that, now I'm scared.
20. That's an actual encounter.
Leave
Alright.
it to me.
Roll me a d100 now.
20 should be safe as fuck. No one bothers us.
No, no.
No, no, no,
Not
no, no,
today.
no, no, no. Alright. As you begin to set up camp and such, you eventually notice kind of a curious glint that draws your attention upwards, everyone. So you eventually see the glint as you kind of see something shine over yonder. Maybe about a mile away, maybe less. As you see something glinting, kind of sparkling, almost shiny, almost like silver, kind of flying around. And kind of going behind a bush or a tree out of the distance as you see it kind of jump out again and going back and forth.
Are you guys seeing that?
I was hoping I wasn't actually seeing that.
I make sure I have my armor on.
Okay, Ashulele.
Make a history check, see if I know what it is.
It's too far away.
Okay.
Does it look like it's like coming closer or just
No, it's in the distance, in the radius of maybe 500 feet away around the vicinity of where your camp is. But you see some glinting of something shiny, sparkling.
We're in the. Are we still in the forest or? In the
You are
clearing?
in the forest. You're half in the clearing, half in the forest.
Is it like a constant glitter or is it like
Yes, it's constantly
Okay.
shiny and almost like a mirror. like reflecting against metal.
We should probably go check that out.
Good. We should approach cautiously. We don't know if it's an enemy or an ally. We don't want to scare it off if it's an ally.
All right, I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
I guess we'll start heading over in that direction.
I'm kind of hanging back. I know I'm not the best with my armor. But I do have my pseudo dragon about 10 feet ahead of me, trying to keep up with the other guys. But stealthily.
Alright, let me get a map for us.
Yeah.
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 Don't mind the blood. The map was just kind of cool.
That's not terrifying.
Don't mind the blood.
Don't worry about it, guys. It's totally safe.
The epic amount of blood.
Don't mind the blood; it's for decoration.
It's like Georgia. It's red clay, right? You know, just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about the blood. It's just super cool. I promise.
The blood is part of this area, but it's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be inside.
I feel left out. I don't see the bloody map yet. Oh, there it goes.
Feel better now?
I'll Pass Without Trace and stealth up there for 21.
I'll still have join you. Or not.
You still get a... Oh yeah, it's an auto.
Go with
So
you,
it's that
Tim.
one.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Didn't say I was moving though, so. Shuttle.
As you begin to move closer, kind of moving, as you notice just for a glimpse, Astros and Silas, I'd like you both to roll perception check.
Perception.
As you guys see this nymphe as it disappears, as you see a metallic bird encircling and then flying back down. As you know, Symphase are Silas. They are they are an Amazon's warrior's hunting companion.
So mine would have been fixed by now if we had the rest after last session. So I'll send mine up into the sky. Maybe as like a signal that there's another Amazonian in the area.
Simple to say, we're not to be trifled with.
As it begins to fly closer around the vicinity, flying overhead, it notices what they are doing. You do notice 6 metallic birds encircling that seems to be rather the remains of a centaur. The creatures begin to dive down and rend the flesh and pull chunks of flesh meat with their cruel bronze beaks and devour this creature.
Do Stimfays need to eat, Silas?
No.
It's being picked.
You also don't normally see them acting on their own either. Normally a companion.
Maybe their masters are nearby.
Well,
And we have to assume that their masters are nearby, knowing what we know from our esteemed friend here.
Yeah.
Are they north?
You can give me a history check, Silas, with advantage. Nope. Jeez Louise. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't learn much from his Amazonian people that much.
Nope. I'm gonna kind of wave to the rest of you guys to kind of stay back, and I'll step forward a bit and do an Amazonian war cry or battle cry.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. As you make the battle cry itself, the creatures stop for a moment and they look in the direction.
Are there any hunters here?
As they screech at you.
Still nothing. Still just the birds.
Just the birds, yeah. As you see the birds looking at you closely, as they kind of stop what they're doing, as they kind of begin to flock towards you slightly.
Could they have gone rogue?
It's like your roll initiative. As you're correct, Eve, they've gone rogue.
Interesting.
Margarine is AFK right now, but she's coming back.
Okay.
I'm trying to open up my stem phase page to roll initiative, but it's not letting me.
I can just group initiative it. But yeah. That's why the button's there. You can just click on it and then click the macro.
Okay.
It's just and then if you want to activate its abilities and stuff, you can click on token action. But every time, I wouldn't recommend on your token though, because I had a guy who did that in this game already, and they're like, I have so much shit.
Okay. I guess if I notice that they're acting aggressive towards us, I'll take a shot at the closest one.
What the heck? Music's not going on.
Ooh, yikes. Does a 12 hit?
Is the music playing for you guys or no?
No.
I don't hear you.
None of it's working. I think it's a stupid fucking DDoS. Weird.
Wolverine is out of order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, none of it's working. I'm too scared to refresh, so I'm not going to bother with it. So
Great.
no music. All right, you in order now?
yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. I take it a 12 does not hit them.
12 on these boys? Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. With that, I will kind of drop back closer to the team. And my turn.
All right, Calix.
How do I know which stem phase mine?
You can put a
It doesn't say Stemfey under it.
Yeah, usually. You can always just put like a flag on it or something.
I am going to steady aim, and I'm going to take a shot at the one that Silas was trying to take a shot to. Wow, 13 and 13. Thank you, advantage.
Just gonna use this music instead. I'll just use the area music.
Wait, it is with advantage, so I do get Elven accuracy. So I get one more roll. Never mind.
Alright. 13's a hit, so you can hit it with it.
Cool. 7 and 14 total. And those were all my actions.
Okay, this one will kind of go towards you. As it's going to use, well, I'm kind of new to the stim face. It's going to use its range attack. It misses.
All right, I'm gonna take aim at the one that just tried to attack Silas.
FY, they're all flying. They're all at least 10 feet up in the air, so that is a hit. You bust it as it breaks apart into pieces. This one will attack the other one. Doesn't see fit that it's part of its group, as it will use its talons attack, which that's weird. Didn't work. Oh, okay. 7's miss. Timbre.
All right, I'm going to vicious mockery this one up here. Telling me looks like a dead illegitimate turkey.
Fails. Takes 5 seconds.
Advantage on his next attack.
Oops.
Move. I'm done.
Actually, no. It takes no damage. It's immune to psychic because it's a robot.
Okay, fair enough. I now know.
I'm going to guiding bolt this guy.
Okay.
This the right one, right?
Yeah. The one with the flag is his.
Are you at guiding bolt? Always prepared. Wow.
Natural one. Roll a fumble table.
Can I? No. I already know the outcome, so never mind. I can't do it.
Roll that d20. See what you get. Your fumble.
You're lucky it.
What was that?
It's a d20. You gotta roll a fumble table. 16
Yeah,
is
16.
a miss. It's auto miss. So that's really matter. I think 12 to 17 is auto miss. So, but the rest of them have something to do.
And
Set behind
it's
me.
on. Wait, no. You know what? I'm going to star arrow him. 21.
Yep.
10 damage. That'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend refreshing your page. I can't even upload the. I tried uploading a new page. It wouldn't work. This is going to use another storm attack. It's going to fire at Calyx. Which. Why isn't it working? That's weird. This stupid attack doesn't want to work now. Why are you doing this to me? Roll 20.
Yeah, it's just a count day.
Motherfuckers.
Leave the nerds alone, okay?
That is a hit.
Alright. I'm using his Stim Fey because mine's not working anymore.
8 piercing.
Yeah, attack the money, not the nerds.
Alright. Stim Fey, your Stim Fey.
Alright, I'm gonna have it do a melee attack at the one in front of it.
21. That's 5 damage.
5 damage. And since they have distracting nuisance, it can't make an opportunity attack, so I'll fly mine back.
It's going to attack the Stim Fey. Misses.
Okie dokie. So, Morgaraine is along the way going to pull the Javelin of Lightning. I'm going to see if she can line that up. 5, 10.
They're all in the air, so FY.
I know, but they're like 10 feet away, 5 feet radius, you know?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm also like 8 feet tall, so it's not going to be hard for me to get the 10-foot tall. 20, 25, 30, 35, and I have 40 typically. Oh, I'm gonna, sorry, step back here. 130. So the javelin is gonna go like this.
Okay.
5-foot radius. It should miss my friendly stem phase.
Yep, should hit 3 of them. Dexterity save. It's not an attack, but yeah.
Well, it's how I.
Yeah. No, it's just a. You just use. You cast the spell lightning bolt. That's all it is when you trigger.
Oh, fair.
What's the DC on the lightning bolt?
Hold on, let me see if I have that.
I think it's like 13 or something like that.
I don't seem to. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's a DC 13.
Javelin and lightning bolt. Wow, I can't even fucking get on to roll 20 at all for even looking up shit. I'll go on DG Beyond. It's 46 lightning damage. Is a DC 13. Okay, so 2 succeeded. Roll me the 40, 46. Oops.
Okay.
Is your javelin somewhere out there?
Oh, yeah. And that's about what I got.
This one's going over here. It's going to attack Astros. 20 to hit. For 5 piercing.
That hits. I'll take it.
This one was going for Timbre. 14.
Yes.
Alright. Silas. So it feels wrong for you to kill your own, like, Stimfey things, but, you know, they look like they've gone rogue.
Sorry, my order's lagging behind. Did you say it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will attack the damaged one closest to me.
Alright.
For 13 damage.
You blow it up.
On my turn.
I'll take another steady aim and go for this Stimfey with the short bow. I'll take the 21 for 19.
Stud. Just breaks apart in midair. Eve.
Alright, we're going to head for this duty here.
Duty?
Because he's a duty.
That's it. Oof. Alright, this one is going to attack. Ooh, green. 23 to hit.
That would hit.
Take 6 damage. Timbre.
Ember is going to take his light crossbow off his back and launch and bolt at this guy.
Okay. That's a hit. It's blown up.
I take a 10-foot step back and
Astros.
I'm going to do another guiding bolt on. Yeah, I'll do another guiding bolt on this one way up here.
13's a hit.
I didn't mean to do the necrotic, but 7 radiant.
It's lit up. For next attack, has advantage.
And then I'll star arrow him.
15's a hit. It's dead.
And that would be my turn.
Alright, Stinfei. Maybe I can kill the last one.
My Synthé will do a ranged attack at this one. Nope. That's not gonna hit.
Oof. Yeah, it's got to roll a d20. Fumble. 10. It's caught off guard. The next attack roll made against you has advantage. Right, Moogreen. This one's still 10 feet up ahead.
Yep, and so I'm going to pull my maul, my new atonement maul, and try and heft it and weigh it and swam down on.
Alright, you swing up and over.
Sorry, it stepped closer to it along the way.
You would have to be, yeah, right there. It crushes it, breaking it in pieces, ending combat. Yeah.
Kind of weighing the atonement tome in my, or maul in my hand, like, kind of flinging it around, testing the weight, balance. Good job, guys.
So I was gonna kind of go up to some of the fallen ones and inspect them to see if he sees anything.
You can roll me
Or
a
no.
survival check. The 14 survival, you can tell these Stimfei have been out here for a long time. They haven't been maintenance in a while. As you can see, they were eating. They were almost like pretending that they were real birds. As that's kind of weird for them, as you notice quickly enough. Due to their wear and tear, you could probably likely think that the Amazonians that once owned these pets have either left them or long died.
Yeah, I've never heard of this happening, but I guess it wasn't anything that occurred in my village, but seems like
makes sense. What if
maybe
a bunch
they're-
of them die? And what happens to their pets if the pets don't die?
True.
Well, it's unusual, but they attack us.
Yeah, there's no telling how far they could have traveled from where their masters were slain or how long ago it occurred. I don't think there's any point in looking, but should definitely keep an eye out.
As Mugran,
Could
you
be
see the
one.
centaur body mutilated. As these birds attacked it until it died.
Can investigate it, see if there's anything interesting, if I can see a family mark.
It's hard to tell anymore at this point. You can roll a medicine check though and see how long it's dead. 11. Looks like it's been dead for a few hours now.
Only a few hours, not days?
Yeah, only a few hours. It's probably like 3 to 4 hours.
Can I nature or survival check to see where it had come from? I mean, a few hours.
Oh, the centaur?
Yeah.
Sure. If you want to go backtrack and go through the forest, yeah.
No, just kind of get an idea of where he might have been coming from or going.
From what you can tell, just it was trying to fight these things off, and it lost. It was by itself. It was off from the pack. Centaurs usually kind of are either in herds. It looks like this one had strayed across the herd and got lost.
Okay. I'll go back to the group and relay that information.
As they might have maybe ran across a group of centaurs, the Amazonians, and they probably fought. Who knows?
I'm okay overall. Everybody else?
Just a scratch.
Yeah, I'm fine here.
Pretty good.
I'm fine.
Good.
I am going to start working with the maul and keeping my battle axe and shield up, but know that they're nearby. But just kind of working it and rotating it.
You want a little spar while we keep watch?
Hell yeah, I would love to see a spar. See who's stronger. Non-lethal, of course.
Of
Just
course. With my new maul and your new weapon?
Sure.
I'll go for that.
Gonna suck because I can't throw your sneak attack.
Step over here for a moment here.
Sure.
Why don't you guys stand out in the open, like along the path there?
Okay.
To the bloody path.
Yeah.
Hey.
Do this now? Really?
Do you want to do it another time, Amber?
Oh no, I just gotta get my book and my instrument on. Let me just get. I'll be right here behind. I gotta capture this. This is gonna be epic.
I did took a little scratch from Grace, so you do get advantage because I'm not full health.
You guys can roll initiative.
I am not full
Whoever
health either.
Okay,
whoever
then.
wins gets to choose what I cook for supper.
Ooh.
Ooh. Look at that initiative.
Lie.
Yeah, I just got a message from one of my other players. Just like, did you know this is down? I'm like, yes, I'm playing currently.
I'm trying to see if I can distract the mood grain.
What do I need to roll?
I believe
Insight.
that will be insight.
That's gonna be hard. You need a crit on that.
Nope. That looks so cool over there.
I'll take
Freaks
that
you out.
advantage. I'll move in and take a swing at mood grain. With advantage, so I get to roll 3 times. Hold on, 26 will do.
Yeah.
24.
Oof.
Whew. And I don't get an attack of opportunity. You staying near here?
No, I'm saying here.
So, being non-lethal, I'm taking my Great Maul and kind of more trying to knock him over than knock him out.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like I just.
And I
Roll-
do
right
horribly.
Roll a
nat
fumble table.
1.
Let's see what happens. D20.
Not your day,
A
Mugrain.
6.
Not my day.
As you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
You're gonna make me cook
Okay.
meat tonight.
So let me just give it to like I kneel in front of Calyx. You got me this time. Next time
Next time,
when
we'll
we're
do
full
this again.
health.
Yeah, and I'll put the rapier back and just extend my hand so it feels weird. Mugray kneeling in front of me. Gotta do that.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm still looking you in the eye during the process, but yes, I
No,
would
it,
have nailed my head.
I want to see Evie versus Silas.
oh,
Ooh. But I do want a short rest now.
I mean, we were getting ready for a long rest, so.
Well, guys are going to a place where they have a giant arena.
Oh.
I want that to
Make some
be
practice.
me at the pest, not now. Can you get us out of turn order, please? It's freaking me out.
Freaking me out.
I'm friends, not foes.
Well, I hope you two got that out of your system. That was pointless.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to like hurt Mograine. We're just sparring for practice, so Mograine can get used to them all.
what do you
Exactly.
want for
Just
dinner,
know
Calyx?
that.
Huh?
What do you want for dinner?
What's your best dish?
Hmm. I don't really cook too many meats. If you want meat, I'll cook it for you, I guess. Mm, his best dish. It's probably squash spaghetti.
You
Ooh,
know,
question. Is that
yeah.
spaghetti squash or
Yes,
squash
spaghetti squash.
Yeah, I heard about spaghetti squash.
Oh.
Someone told me about it a few days ago.
delightful?
It's delicious.
No, it's just spaghetti that's been squashed.
I'll take the spaghetti squash.
Alright. Well, when we set up camp, I'll make the check to see if I can make it.
Sure.
How good it is.
Astrios, were you able to get back in, or do you still need me to stream this?
No,
season?
I got in,
Yeah,
and
just
I have
just
touched
don't
nothing
refresh.
since.
Don't refresh. I can't
Nobody
even
refresh.
second upload. I tried to get another tab open. It doesn't even. It says error 501.
Damn.
Yeah, something bad's going on.
So this is our new map.
Yep, we live here now.
Well, I actually have a campsite map. Let me bring that up. If you remember that one, the cute one.
Oh yes, with the tents and the trees.
2 tents. Okay, so one does smell slightly like dwarf heads, and so for the last few days I have incense that I've been burning to try and encourage and I've cleaned it out, the tent. If you remember, I used the tent to carry all the dwarf heads for like 3 days.
Oh yeah.
It still smells of rotten flesh.
Yes, but I'm willing to sleep in it. If anybody else is, that's their choice. But I'm trying. Like I literally have 2 blocks of incense.
We
When we get some
appreciate
down,
the effort.
when we get some downtime, I can help you like give that a good wash.
I mean, we've had a week and a half that I've washed it. Like almost every day it feels like.
Dwarves have a special.
Yeah.
Okay, I will let you help next time.
It's like Parmesan's cheese. You'll never get it out.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's some good cooking.
I cook the fuck out that squash.
Hey, you do. Holy hell.
All right, as you guys all sit around the fire as he cooks it up for you, sampling it and tasting it. Eventually, you guys get your mess kits out. If you have them, of course. Once the stars are out, the skies are clear. So you know by the next day you'll likely be in Mythros, a city that is known for many things, many bad things as well. And the big one would be for most monstrosity races is slavery. And the fact that Sidon resides and watches over Mythros like its child is a very different place than Astoria. And the
Go as a group?
Sorry?
We need to move as a group then.
As the false dragons that reside within Mythros. And the weird, strange calling forth of the king to talk to you individuals.
He might give us some leeway in the town to have you guys walk around with us.
Well, they're free. They're not. Those are enslaved. Like Timbre and Mugrain and such. They're free people. They're not slaves, but they're gonna be treated with disrespect, of course, of their heritage.
Huh. Let them bring it. I am the 4th chieftain of my tribe, of my lineage. Always of the female side, because we know who the mom is. I am strong.
I think you've proved that time and time again, Mugrain.
Strength check 6. I try and break a stick, and it just kind of bends, and I have to break it over my knee. But I still prove how strong I am.
Me, I mean, I wrote a song with Lady Kira. You think that would make news somewhere, but they're just not going to respect me because of these cloven hooves.
Just give it time.
We will prove them wrong.
Yeah, they'll come around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody in Astoria changed their tune about you guys pretty quickly.
We're still kind of questioned, but at least accepted. We will get there. They will love us one day.
One day soon.
Thank you.
Make sure that we come in peace, that they know that we're not coming to attack, and maybe play some music and put some flowers in your hairs and we all go dancing in. I don't know. Something easy like that.
I mean, we were invited
By their king.
by their king.
You guys were, but still, you have to pass the guards and everything. We got to make plans. You got to, when you're like us, you got to have a plan. You know, you can't just walk in there and expect nothing.
That may be a problem, you're right.
Did we get something from Turkin? From the king? Say, here's my royal decree, or here's your
No.
invitation?
No, he just gave me an invitation. That's it. But
But it's an invitation from the king in writing?
No, just by word, by
Seemed
mouth,
verbal.
of word. Yeah.
Word of mouth.
You look, I get all that, but there's still going to be prejudice against us. It's just that people are going to look at us different.
Let's say if you guys keep to yourselves, nothing will happen. Plus, you got us to protect you.
Move as a group.
Secretly,
Something happens.
Evie is a monstrosity as well, but they don't see her like you guys do. But the fact of the matter is, she is obviously a half breed.
And I can disguise myself, so I'm fine.
I am a proud Minotaur. You guys, I'd love to have you around me, though, but I will walk proud.
As well as you got Frankenstein as well. That's not here today.
Hit us it. Can we just kick him?
Huh?
Like, he's here half the time. Like, I could go back through my notes. Like, half the time.
What did I miss?
Can we just kick the dude? Adonis? Make him
What
a
happened? Why? What
bad
happened?
guy. He's here half the time. We're
Oh,
good.
you guys decide.
Anyways.
Fair enough. You called him Frankenstein, and we were worried about him.
Oh, I was just making a joke because he has no hand.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the session, so
Sorry.
Alright, what's your watch order?
Do you want to keep the same watch order, or we want to switch it around?
Should mix it.
Fine with me.
Mix it up.
let's try to mix it up. I'll take first watch if you guys are cool with that, so I'll clean up this mess.
I should take last one then, if you don't mind. I like to get, consecutive hours of sleep. I don't like breaking it up in the middle.
Fair.
I'll take watch with Astrios.
Thanks, Evie.
I'll take second watch.
I'll take third watch if that's okay.
And Silas gets the last two with Calyx and Timber.
Yep. Does that mean you're alone for your watch, Moongrain?
That's fine. I am strong. I have good nose. I also have my Fey Dragon. I should send him around more.
Okay.
You guys sleep good.
You can play fetch.
That'd be Astrios and Evie first.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
As everybody goes to sleep, as you guys stand watch.
I just go around cleaning stuff in silence for like the first 10 minutes and see if Evie says anything.
So you can cook.
I've picked it up along the way. Been around for a while.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah. I think most of us should learn how to make at least, our favorite meal, right?
True.
Life's hard enough, without good food.
Well, you can survive without food for a while, so.
I guess you can survive without it, but you're not really living.
Well, you'd be surprised what you can eat to stay alive.
You're saying you've tried some exotic foods, or that you can eat things I can't?
I'm just saying you'd be surprised what you can eat to just, keep moving. Like tree bark and bugs and grass.
Even when I'm in wild shape form, I think I prefer human food.
I prefer human food too. I'm just putting it out there that sometimes you have to rough it a little.
I guess you're right.
Just stay away
Did
from the
you
yellow bugs. They don't taste very good.
did you grow up in a city, Evie?
No.
Yeah, I
Why did
guess
you?
that way. Yeah, but I have memories of a city. Yeah, I believe so.
Are you secretly an old man under there?
Yeah, I'm pretty old. I can remember back to about 97 years, but I think that's somewhere in between. I did have like a life as a house cat once.
She just looks at you like you've grown two heads.
Well, when I first started wild shaping and I got this power, I really could not figure out how to control it. So for a while, I was just flipping around, and then by the time I got back to human form, it had been some time. And then from then, I still didn't age.
So, are you cursed?
Yeah, I believe my great uncle had it. I could still be killed. He died in a fire. But most of my family was cursed with it, but it only pops up every now and then, from what I can tell.
I'm sorry, that must be pretty lonely.
Well, moving around and being able to wild shape helps.
But still, you watch everyone around you grow old and die, and you're stuck forever kid.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've tried to adventure before, but no one really wanted a kid with him. You know what I mean?
I can see that, but I'm
You guys were
glad
the
you're with
first ones
us.
that really believed me about it. The first time I've been actually having alcohol on a regular basis.
Well, I guess we have to, you know, give the miner what he wants.
I appreciate it.
Just don't
So
get
where
drunk,
did you?
okay?
I barely ever get drunk. So where did you grow up?
Just a little no-name seaside village, that's all.
You have parents?
Not anymore, no.
Mm. Might be personal, but were your parents like you, or can anyone be born as
No, my parents were like me.
no siblings, only child?
Only child, as far as I know. Do you have siblings?
Uh, I have a brother. I had a sister. She passed away a long time ago. I have a brother. I believe he's some sort of lich. I don't know where he's at, but last I saw of him, he was not himself. That was decades ago.
Anyone who becomes a lich is no longer themselves.
For a while, he kept his personality. I think he just got obsessed with one goal, and after it was completed, kind of lost himself.
Are you glad he's still alive, though?
Like I said, are you really living if you ain't having good food? I don't think my brother eats anymore.
Probably doesn't need to.
I do miss our meals that we used to have like this.
You can have new meals with us.
New meals. Alright. He gets done cleaning and he starts putting everything away. I will make my perception check now.
All right.
Crap.
All right. You know the drill for that natural one, jeez Louise. All right. Let's see what you get. Roll me D100, boy.
So
So what?
I don't know exactly how luck works.
You mean luck
Like
point?
how the lucky feet, the lucky feet works. It says when you roll, but before you know the outcome. So like if I roll a perception check and I know it's a low number, like a 7, how do I know when to roll? Do I call it beforehand?
No, you can do it right now if you want to re-roll. You can use it.
I'll roll a luck point.
Yeah, I think technically you just have to say it before he says whether or not it failed.
Yeah, no,
But
I'm
with that
willing.
one, you kind of know it's failed, so it's like kind of have to say it.
Yeah.
You gotta say it before the DM, but usually I'm okay with that.
All right. Try to be more on it, and I'll try to call him out. I'll roll again.
All right. You see a glimmer in his eye as he quickly looks around. As for a second, he was not really paying attention. Also, you guys can refresh on Roll20 now. They still having issues, but I just refreshed, so now the music should work.
I'm not changing.
Oh, don't try. I'm just saying right now. I just tested it. All right. As your guys' watch is concluded, you can wake up your next two.
Who was next again? Oh, Chamber was last.
Mugrain.
Silas is last.
Yep.
I'll go and gently wake Moograin.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I
It's your
get my.
turn.
Oh, I get it. I do note that there's 2 tents. There's one that does smell and one that doesn't.
The smell.
There,
It's very
yeah,
small.
we're still working on that. I get my pseudo dragon Halakala. I can't pull him up now, and I'm not gonna pull him up,
I
but I
got
think
you.
it's
Yeah,
like a
no worries.
+4 for stealth that he's just kind of
There you go.
circling the camp, and he can go within a mile of me. Oh, he's just constantly circling. I'm here at camp.
There we go.
Yep. So within a mile of him, I get all of his intel, but probably just staying within the 100, 200, 300 yards out, kind of circling. He has dark vision,
Mm-hmm. So
sight
you're using
without
him,
sight type of thing.
using him as the watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still awake and I'm perceiving him, and I'm keeping an eye on the people sleeping near me.
Are you
But yeah,
Are you on
he's
watch by yourself?
yes.
Okay.
So he is the one I'm going.
So what do you do for your 2-hour watch?
Kind of just keeping track of the guys, poking the fire, throwing some wood on it. I know my pseudo dragon Halakala is doing a great job, and just keep the fire burning, not too high. Nice embers of warmth. I do take a moment and pull out the hair I'd mentioned last time of mini moo or mini rain. Pretty much mini moo. I do all of this for her and to try and figure out what happened to my family. And I put it back and just concentrate on my halakha. And that's it.
All right. Watch concludes. You can wake up the next individual.
Calyx and Xylus.
All right. Calyx wakes up automatically on his own accord. Calyx needs to wake up.
I kind of leave that to Xylus.
Yeah, Silas, you gotta beat the shit out of him.
Gently, please.
Alex, it's time for our watch, buddy.
5 more minutes.
No. I'll just start picking up pebbles off the ground and tossing them at him until he gets up.
He wakes up kind of grumpy and is like, I don't like taking middle watches.
It's all part of the gig.
Whatever. It's gonna be great though.
I guess I never really asked about your upbringing. I mean, it's clear now that your father is a god, but how did... I guess, like, yeah, how did you grow up and not know who your father was and all that?
It involves having a second set of parents. Normal people parents.
But, like, you grew up an orphan? Or, like,
Yeah.
or was your mom your actual mom?
No, I grew up an orphan. I was raised by the nicest people that own a small boat in Mytros, and they just taught me how to live off the sea.
So it caused you to turn to a life of adventuring?
Uh, just kind of wanted something a little bit more in life, you know? Something more exciting than just sailing back and forth. I'm dealing with the random crook person that just hopped in.
Yeah, I can understand that. I kind of felt the same way. My path, fortunately, just gave me a good point in life where it kind of made the decision for me, but it's probably a decision I was going to make for myself anyway.
Why? If you don't mind me asking.
Like, what that moment was that caused me to have to choose?
Yeah. Like,
So my my tribe used to reside on the island of Themis. And not too long before we left, a group of cultists had kind of moved into the area. And their encampment just kept growing and growing. Eventually, it got to the point where it wasn't worth the fighting and losses on both sides, but it seemed obviously their resources were more than ours. We decided to move to the mainland and decided to kind of join up with another tribe. And that tribe wasn't as accepting of male Amazonians, so it's not commonplace within the culture. So at that point, I just decided to make it off on my own.
terrible. You essentially lost your home twice. You lost it to the cold, and then you lost it to this new tribe that...
Well, the new tribe was accepting of us, but not like... So in Amazonian, at least in the Amazonian cultures that I've been around, if an Amazonian gives birth to like a male child, normally that child, they'll go back and bring it to like an orphanage and put it up for adoption at a young age. For me, it turned out to be a little bit different, just with who my mother was within the tribe. Um, and then when my mother passed away, they decided to kind of keep me on, uh, kind of as well as my use for the tribe, but also as kind of like a respect for my mother and everything she kind of contributed. But when we decided to join up with the other tribe, they were kind of welcoming to everyone but me, just because I wasn't something they were was kind of against their customs, which wasn't a shocking revelation. I think a lot of us were kind of expecting it, but at that point, I was kind of ready to move on anyway, as long as I knew my people were safe.
Were you the only male, or were there others of your tribe that also left?
I was the only male. Like I said, normally it's commonplace to bring male children and offspring to orphanages,
Orphanage?
or if they know families that are looking for a child.
Definitely entertaining, but still not great. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's something that I kind of came to terms with early on in life. I mean, you kind of see what Mugrain and Timbre have to deal with. Luckily, my tribe wasn't like that, but there were some that we interacted with that weren't as welcoming to my presence. So, but they always respected our tribe's choices.
Dude, and yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too bad in Mythros for Moongrain and Timbre.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Eh,
I can't expect. I mean, I think like the places that we've been to already, they might get some dirty looks or a cold shoulder here and there, but I don't think it'll come to violence, at least in a city like that.
Hopefully this time it doesn't require us to find severed dwarf heads in a mine and take the trial of a god or a titan to have people treat Moongrain and Timbre with some respect.
Oh yeah, with you being a demigod, when did you like notice that like did you ever notice until you found out who your father was? Like, was there a point in time where you kind of realized you were different?
Uh, I guess in hindsight, maybe like I'm not super strong, but like I was agile and could fast talk if needed. But I just thought that was just because, just how I was raised. I didn't expect it because it was because of like some like God was my father.
I see. When I got I guess I would never. I was always kind of fairly skilled or above average in a lot of the things that I was doing. And I guess I never really thought. It never would have crossed my mind
Yeah,
that I would have some
it-
godly blood in me or something.
yeah, like I'm good at talking to people and distracting them. Does that means I'm the god of lying and bull and BS? So it would be a good bully if you think about it.
Maybe. I feel like they have gods for everything these days.
Hey, dude. Although I'm surprised my father is the god of battle and not the god of this of drinking and partying.
I think they do have one of those.
I bet they do. Right.
or perception checks?
Fumble or perception
Sure.
check.
Oof.
Fumbled. What do I try? I pretend to be keeping watch, but Silas is doing most of the work.
I can see him like struggling to keep away. All right, you can go back to bed now. I'll keep an eye out.
Timber was last watch, right? With you?
Was he?
I think so. Uh, I'll sneak around and wake up Timber.
All right.
Him shooting out of the tent. He's one of those annoying morning persons.
Oh god. Cook doodle doo.
Immediately. I'm immediately going to skedaddle and just like stay in the smelly tent.
But this is where everybody is over here.
I guess this is where we've kind of been hanging out during our watches.
Excellent. I haven't had a herp for long. I'm getting used to playing it. Will you listen to me play and give me critique? Do you know what the herp should sound like?
I mean, I've heard it in taverns here and there, but can't say I'm much of a music enthusiast or anything. So I can tell you if it sounds good to me.
Yeah, but I'm used to playing the Song of Rest, and I got it perfected on the pan flute. I just wanted to see maybe if I could try to play it on here. Maybe does it make you sleepy? Do you want to sleep? Will it promote sleep? You feel
Hmm. Maybe we shouldn't play the Song of Rest while we're trying to stay awake and keep watch.
other people that are sleeping, they can have a more profound, deeper sleep, maybe.
Yeah, what if it causes us to fall asleep?
It won't cause me to fall asleep. I'm the one playing it.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Okay, I mean,
Do your
I don't
thing.
know. Yeah, that's cool. Cool.
So, Tamber, what got you into music and the bardic lifestyle anyway?
Well, it's got a checkered past. If you haven't heard already, my parents were killed by Lotharia, and I kind of grew up in the watch of all things centaurs. Yeah, go figure. But for my first 13 years, I thought I was brought up by centaurs. When they wipe out people, they take their kids on as their own. I was raised by Chiron, but he was good to me as long as I played music. That's where I really learned to play everything. He really liked the panpipes, and once I was able to perfect those, I was able to live an okay life.
So you just learned it on your own? You didn't have anyone to teach you or anything?
No, no, it was something that it was the one artifact I had from my parents was these panpipes. It's the unique instrument. The centaurs aren't used to it, and they really enjoyed it. And then I worked on building my own over the years and making modifications to it, but the original one is one thing to add my connection to my past.
Well, I'm sure your parents are glad that it helped you through that tough time.
Yeah,
Seems like it saved your life in a way.
passed away from me. They weren't willing to kill me to Lotharia. It was supposed to be a sacrifice, but they defied her wishes and kept me alive, and they paid the price for it.
Seemed like they had taken quite a liking to you then. Was the feeling mutual? Did you feel like one of them, or did you always feel kind of out of place and I I guess have
Out of
animosity
place.
towards
I
them.
was only 2 legs. They had 4 legs. They were always so much faster than me. I was a slow one. Luckily, they liked the way I played. My instrument was different, and they took a liking to it. And that's probably the only reason I got this far.
Yeah, I can't recall. Have you spent a lot of time amongst the realms of man?
Oh, I've spent a lot of time hidden.
She always seems so chipper and upbeat around them. I almost expected, with the way some of them treat you, would put a sour taste in your mouth performing for them.
My master told me sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it, you know? That's what I've gone on. Not everything I say is necessarily true, but it has the best intention. I'm trying to persuade people to my side and to end things peacefully. Not everything has to end in violence. Sometimes it can be deception and tomfoolery, and we can just get out of it without leaving bloodshed behind. Those are paths I'd like to explore.
I guess it is ideal when it can be avoided. Though I do feel a lot of times this world is a vicious place where only the strongest can make it in some situations. So we must always strive to become better.
It's true. There's always going to be a place in the world for you and Boomerang. Strength and precision is always going to be preferred. Nothing else. I'll enjoy the ride. I'll chronicle the journey.
Well, there's always room for storytellers and musicians and bards willing to twist a twist a tale or two.
Had more experiences in the last couple months than most people had in a lifetime. Just being able to tell the killing of the boar, the necropolis, the mossy temple, the salamander at the bottom of the Mytros forge. All of these are life-changing events, and they've come so fast that it almost doesn't seem real.
It's almost more harrowing knowing that I feel like our journey's barely even begun, despite all of those things happening to us. But we've all made it through.
Mic on.
Not necessarily unscathed, but we're all still alive and well.
So far, so good.
Yeah, as long as we keep our heads on and think through our decisions, I feel like we'll do well.
We will. Someday I'll write an epic song about all this, and we'll look back and fond memories and remember the times we had. But for now,
Guess with that, we'll kind of finish up our watch.
yep, sounds good.
All right, as your watch concludes, as you guys get a long rest, feeling revitalized, as we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, but we'll continue onwards as we will eventually lead towards Mytros.
Sounds good.
I've been here the whole time.
Have you though?
I really have.
Okay.
I just didn't say anything. Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, geez, you should have said something. Come on, Omar.
I didn't want to mute. That's what I do.
Oh, jeez. Still love. This has
Alright, I'm
been
back.
so fun.
Yeah.
We have weapons that are like tailor made. We have quests, individual. We have an overall arc. This is awesome.
I am loving this campaign so far. And you know what, Mooger? Thank you for pushing me to play the rogue. Best
I didn't
decision
know
I've
that I
ever made.
pushed you to it, but I'm glad you're
Well,
playing.
you encouraged me to play something different.
You have to. Like, I try and play something different. There's so many options. Like, I have yet to play the same thing twice, Trulia. Okay, I play big characters, but they're different.
I will tell you the same thing I tell my therapist. It's called a comfort zone for a reason.
Yes, but you just slowly ease out, and then you get there, and you're like, oh my god, I'm a rogue.
I'm still terrified of taking damage.
Okay, I have something I want to work on with you. If we can get like, oh, Ashios to make me huge, you can run up me, and I have a long weapon. Then you can use it as a like a springboard. I, no, like I did that in a Curse of Strahd thing. I was a halfling with a normal person, but I'm still like I'm almost 8 feet tall.
Yeah, I remember. I have to climb you. Super
Yes.
strong.
But like if I could be a springboard to you, or let's work on our tumbling, that I know how to grasp my hands and give you a fling, like we can work on something.
That would be amazing.
Colossus throwing Wolverine.
Yeah,
Yes.
together.
I like this. We have to make it happen.
We will not spar, but practice in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't suggest, again, the spar was just, I thought it would be fun.
It would be, but like
It's like a performance check in the midair.
dude, wouldn't that be awesome?
I'm down. I'm down to try this and roll an at one and land on a tree.
But we'll pick you out of the tree in the end.
Of course. Plus, if this works, think of the songs that uh, Timbre can make about this.
The flying demigod Calyx.
Yep. And if it fumbles and I fail, think of the songs that Timbre can write about this.
Mookraine kills the demigod Calyx.
You'll play them at different bars. I'll play the dirge at the palaces and play the fuck up at the docks.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah, it should really enhance my career. Holy cow, thanks.
No matter what, your career will advance.
That's the hopes. I mean, people seem to like what I got. They don't like me until they heard what I've got to say. Or play, I should say.
I don't know. I like your songs. They're refreshing.
Well, thank you, but when I come walking through the gates, they all judge me because of my appearance, but then they hear me play, and they got a different opinion of me.
That we can change their minds. That's a little victory, man.
You know, before we leave, Mytros will be mine. Don't you worry.
Is anyone still missing?
I think Astrios.
Sorry, I'm back.
We're all here. Oh, Evie.
What about Evie?
EB?
No, I'm here.
EBs?
I think that's everyone then.
Yepers.
Sorry, I was just getting some things. All right. As you guys take your venture, you eventually kind of arrive towards kind of the gates of Mythros. You can see kind of these massive gates ascending from the paved roads, snaking up this hillsides. The roads are wide enough for accommodating traffic to move in both directions. The towers are flanked by gates and carved to represent a withering form of dozens of dragons. As I will.
I'm totally checking out if the dragons indicate if they're like bronze versus gold versus silver or green or whatever.
As you begin to approach the city of Mythros, you are reminded of its immense scale. The walls and the temples are sprawled across the foundations of Mount Vulcan, and its great harbor stretches for miles across the coast. This is the Jewel of Thylia, the bastion of the mortal civilization, as you see this. I'll give you the money too. Enjoy. And then give you the money.
It made me feel like I'm playing Civ.
As you approach closely, you see something is wrong. Massive swirling black clouds loom over the city. The wind battering ships, tearing its banners off. The howl gales greeting you as you draw closer to the gates. It becomes difficult just to put one foot after another. The centurions of the royal gates urgently beckons you into the city as the torrent rains hammers down. For some of you, you glance up into the sky. You notice something ominous materialize with spinning eyes of hurricanes.
Okay, who notices it?
Everybody
Can you
does.
roll?
You see it.
Oh.
As you see the spinning eyes of the hurricanes, the scowled visage of Sidon, the Lord of Storms, his angry eyes robe the city until they abruptly lock on to the position. The Titan conjures a crackling white bolt of lightning, and it hurls it towards you. I'd like you to all roll initiative. You can place your token on the whatever, the sheet, so you can roll in. On here, or whatever.
Dude, I'm still trying to take note of all the different handouts you gave me.
Yeah. There's a lot. Mythros is huge.
That's right.
Is this like a combat or just like a survival combat?
Survival.
Fun.
Oh shit. How do you pull out a token again?
I'm just pulling you out, don't worry.
Drag it from the assets.
Blah, 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 blah. You're all in there now. You can all roll. Everybody in?
I think so.
Tamer's not in.
And then I've rolled initiative 17.18.
Your token's not in, though.
It's by the mountain.
Yeah,
Oh, it didn't. It didn't
We both
register the
Didn't
initiative.
register you. Well, let me get you 17 something. 0.8.
17.18.
Okay. As 17, 18. All right, so the last two individuals roll me a dexterity save. As are hurling two lightning bolts towards Tamber and Silas.
Oh,
A what save?
A
Save?
dexterity.
Favor check.
It's a dexterity saving throw. He's throwing a lightning bolt at your face. As the first one goes for Silas, so you take half that damage. As you dodge it, it electrocutes you. As you can tell, the god is angry. He wasn't happy and pleased what happened to Astoria. As the second bolt shoots at Tamber. For 30 points.
Damn. Hammer's flat on his back.
You get electrified as the god eventually sways away, as the clouds dismiss, as everybody is just astonished what they had seen as they look up in the clouds.
how's Tamber looking after the bolt?
It looks fried.
It's looking pretty rough.
Singed tips on everything. Yeah, his armor's a little blackened, his horns, his fingernails, his hoofs.
So you can roll 5d6 to yourself.
D6, what?
What?
5d6 because I cast Healing Spirit on him.
As you hear the guards, quickly get inside before more bolts of lightning come.
No time
Run
to
in
do it,
it.
Gary. Let's get in.
Godzilla.
Thank you!
Alright, I'm gonna give you a handout of the city. It's pretty big.
Oh, it is huge.
You would know your character's backstory.
Yeah. All the characters I was player did not know it was this big.
No, it's grand. It's the first city that was founded.
Pretty epic.
You find yourself, the guards look at you closely as they give stern looks towards the ones who got electrocuted. He looks exactly at Silas and ignores Tamber.
Remember?
Are you okay?
I've seen better days, but I
Correct
didn't
it.
the full brunt of it. My friend, on the other hand, is looking pretty worse for wear. Is this type of thing normal around here?
Sidon isn't happy. He doesn't usually show himself around these parts. Seems fit your friend deserved it.
I mean, I also got hit. Do I deserve it?
As he looks away. And he goes back
Don't
to his
push
guard
the
duty.
subject. Where's your palace at? We're here to see your king.
He just walks away.
And where are we? North, east, southwest?
My shit's all fucked up. Give me a second.
I think
Fair.
we're probably over here, maybe.
That's what I figured, but I didn't know.
Just based on like the direction we came from.
Sorry, I have to refresh because everything's black. Something
Hopefully you can
happened.
come back.
Nah, it's loading. It's not messy anymore. It's just fucking. I don't know why I did that. I think I rolled shitty. So you guys are far over here. I'm gonna put you on the map and I'm just shrink you to itsy bitsy size.
Teeny tiny. Uh,
So you do have the map, so you can kind of see where you want to go. Each area has a location on the map that the handout I gave you.
Where's the palace or whatever?
So the palace appears.
The
to
Great
be
Palace is the 4.
here.
We don't see the numbers.
Yeah,
We do on the handout,
yeah, on the handout. You
the
have,
City of Mytros handout.
Oh, my bad.
do we want to secure a place where we can spend the night before we head to the palace, just so we can have a place to go back to?
What time of day is it?
it's morning.
It's morning. We just finished the road to get here, but
I say we just wait till the evening to find a place.
So you eventually see it eventually coming forth on a big black dragon landing down. So you notice a familiar face. Ah, you made it finally. I thought you would have died along the way.
Feel like you underestimate us then.
sorry to disappoint.
Well, I'm here to escort you with my Centaurians, escort you towards the palace, of course. As you see him as Gygus, Commander Gygus, as he's riding a black dragon.
Oh, him.
Weren't they gold before?
This dragon is black for some reason.
The ones we saw before were
Or gold.
a different color.
Or different.
As he flies up, as you watch the Centaurians begin to escort you in a line of 6, 3 on each side.
Quite the welcoming party we have here.
Yeah, Tamara will fall in line, but he'll be playing the harp the entire time and try to match if there's any kind of natural music coming from the town or anything like that. If not,
As you begin
natural.
to play music, people look at you, spit, and chuck rotten cabbages and potatoes at you. Get out of here, demons! Get out!
I keep it up. I'm not hold my head up high and keep performing.
Hopefully he's right behind me, and I'll try and block what I can with the
As you
shield
get
I
them
have.
as well, as you're getting chucked at
Oh yeah.
tomatoes, rotten tomatoes, and everything they can get their hands on. So as the guards
I
do
used my
nothing,
shield actively, but I'm just kind of blocking it, ignoring it, like whatever.
as you kind of go through the streets, gradually moving through the bridge, you can see, just merely from your glance of your eye, you can see minotaurs in chains and enslaved, as they're just being piked with a spear. Move forward!
Whoa. I'm not actively outside saying that, but just inside, like taking note. Is that north, south, east, west?
You just see them. There's a few minotaurs here that are enslaved.
Damn, these savages.
We're better than that, but we will prove that.
As you see some in
Why don't we just get
cages,
inside the
locked
city?
up, separated from their parents.
Let's hasten then. I don't want to be in this city any more than I have to. This is how the rest of the city is.
Contact and get out of here. I agree. Let's go. Are there even stairs to get up here?
You can just move yourself there gradually. It's not a big deal. You have it forces you go through the big kind of. So you're as you're going, it forces you to go through the actual city, where the people live. Kind of like Game of Thrones, where you just see people looking at you in disgust.
Esparting us around like some kind of prisoners or something.
Or like trophies.
I walk strong like the, unfortunately, what is it, Cersei or whatever, Baratheon.
As you guys move through the city, you can see there is a small temple on 20. The small temple standing out surrounding due to an obvious wealth that has been lavished on. You can see there's a temple interior dominated by dozens of statues of grinning dark-eyed women with scythes. This is a temple devoted to Lotharia. Seems fit. This is a place of worship for her. As you move past it and walk along, you see the Satyr's Trail. The interior of the crowded taverns are thick with smoke and various unpleasant smells. Many patrons appear to be half-orcs, while others are obvious sailors, difficult to walk through the tavern without tripping over an inebriated patron. Also, you see satyrs playing music and providing taverns musics as the panpipes that help the people of aggressors to fall asleep. As you see, they have chains around their necks as their slaves. As you do see, as you walk up away from the territory area, you kind of see the royal gates. You see a massive gates that are wide, accommodating traffic moving in both directions. The tower, flanked by the gates, are carved, seeming as they were made in withering forms of dozens of dragons. As you can see, 20 soldiers and 2 captains keeping guard. As over across from your view, you notice another temple devoted towards, seems to be the Temple of the Five, a relatively humble temple that has an entrance of 5 stone columns. Seems fit, a place that has been devoted much more to individuals as the 5 gods. As you can tell, the temple is much smaller than the Temple of Sidon. The worship here is much different than Astoria. As you see this Temple of Sidon, before you stands imposing structure supported by carved stone columns, a series of steps carved resembling the crashing waves leading into the temple entrance. As you merely just pass it by, you can see paladins of Sidon protecting this place with their lives. So you eventually make it towards the main area. You eventually find yourself at the Great Palace. The Great Palace stands on top of a stone stairway that is kind of similar in appearance as the Temple of the Gods, except the design is rather civic in its function. Rather than the statues of the gods, the palace is decorated in royal seals and bronze tablets describing the legal codes of the city. As you see, many guards here protecting the place as the doors open forth through the halls as you walk across. as I will set the scene for the throne. I remember coming here when I was a player. I hated this place too. I didn't. Well, we didn't get that far in the campaign though, but we left Mytros and the campaign ended.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I left and everybody was just kind of like, "It's your fault. You left the campaign. The campaign ended." The DM wasn't really active. It was like we played one session a month. He was always
Okay.
had issues and stuff. So that's how I see it.
Ooh.
Not sure how I feel about this.
I step forward with my head held high, maybe even a little nose in the air.
Kind of stand shoulder to shoulder with Mugrim.
Pulling behind her.
Pulling behind Silas.
Alright, so skip ahead.
As you eventually get to the palace, as you hear rainings of hammering upon the palace roofs, the throne of ear-splitting cracks of thunder rolling through the sky. As a middle-aged man, a powerful built, as the guards don't let you pass beyond this point. As you see a middle-aged man with a powerful build sitting on the guided thrones opposite entrance on the steps. You see four others, a beautiful ageless woman of a regal bearing, a soldier dressed in rather cerulean cloak, a tiefling wearing a black robe, and a finely dressed young woman. The centurion standing at attention along all the walls of the room. As you see, obviously, this individual quite. As he looks towards the king, beams his eyes before you. Yeah, they are the heroes of the Heartlands. Welcome, honored guests. You have come not at a moment too soon. I am desperate and I need your counsel. As you may have noticed, our beautiful city is besieged by the evil weather, and we have wasted several days discussing how best to, well, placate the Lord of Storms, but my advisors could not seem to agree upon anything. The Oracle's prophecies angered Sidon. That much is clear. You are the ones who were foretold to confront the Titans and restore balance of Thylia. Therefore, I have decided that you must be the one to decide how to resolve this crisis.
And what would you have us do? We're not sure why he's angry. Or why he chose the city to besiege with storms.
He is the head that wears the crown. He's having trouble deciding what to do after all these years.
I see.
We're asking for help. We need to see what we can do to. Costas, we have come at your beck and call. Please receive us. We are the group that has completed the task of Estros and are the fated.
Well, you will find and figure out this dilemma. Hopefully you can solve this. As I plead towards you, the 5, 6 of many of you, or 7, I can't even see, as he gets kind of lost in theory. You heroes were picking, so you should know the possible solutions to find my city safe from the harm of these titans.
Like 6 mortals to take on the Titans?
Well, there's a few things you can do. As he snaps his fingers towards the tiefling. Yes, my lord. I found that there is a possible way of getting rid of it. We have been told that maybe potentially one of you possessed a powerful caster, control weather. Is this true?
I don't know if I'm at the
Just gonna
level
kind
to.
of turn around and look at Evie. Is that you they're talking about?
No.
I could predict the weather. I don't know if I can control it quite yet.
How about... Huh. I
Control weather
believe
like a
my
bird.
liege, they could destroy in order to destruct the Temple of the 5. It will suffice the Titans, maybe.
Want us
I'm
to
here at the
destroy it.
bequest of your liege. King Acostas has personally asked us to come here, sent summons,
He has
riders.
told me what he requires. I'm merely asking you.
Uh,
So he gives you some possible solutions. But you don't have to obviously take it. Any of them.
wasn't Gaius the one that was demanding that we sacrifice the princess in Mythros?
Yes, for the Titans.
Yeah. So it seems here that someone here clearly knows how to placate the Titans. You know, sacrificing royal blood. Well, maybe you should listen to him and sacrifice your own royalty, like he suggested.
Are you able to stop it with magic, potentially? If no magic it can be sufficed, and we will have to figure out another purpose, of course, because we have many options. As King Caustic believes that stopping the storm with magic is possible, but the magic you guys have is rather too weak for the time being. Commander Gaius angrily demands the king to dismantle the Temple of the 5 and smash every stone and dust. The Sidon could be worshipped as no other gods will, as he believes that the temple should be destroyed and it shall appease the Titan.
So when they say the Temple of the 5, is that like a singular temple or is that like 5 temples?
No, it's a temple here, but it's devoted to the gods that you serve.
These 5 people right here in front of us.
It's the gods, Pythor,
Pythor and the other
and
one.
so on. It's a god devoted to them. They wanted... Gaia's suggesting destroy it. Get rid of it. He's suggesting magic to get rid of the weather. As Cordis, the tiefling, he's suggesting, obviously, potentially
Sidon can only be rather intervened with Lotharia's sister wife, of course. I should suggest that 70 children should be sacrificed towards the cult of Lotharia. It should suffice, of course.
I don't like sacrifices.
I don't like sacrificing children.
No. We don't need this. Move forward and try to make a persuasion.
Hey, get
No.
away! No closer. Step your ground down.
I put my hands up. But I'm gonna look straight at King Acostus. Try to make a persuasion.
What's the persuasion for?
We have come here in peace. We're not looking to
You're a demon.
start fights.
Get away.
You sent for us, my lord. I'm only honoring your request. I apologize. Should you want me to leave your presence, I will, but I'm only answering your call.
As King Acoustic stops him. Place your place. He is no harm to us. If he dared to make harm, he would forfeit all his friends in the mix. I don't think he's stupid enough to do that. But my liege! Shush.
And stay bowed in front of him and take a step forward. My lord, my friends and I are coming at your request. I apologize. We didn't expect such resistance. And we
It
have
is hard
no
times
animosity
around
towards you.
these parts. The story must be beautiful this time of year. Around here, it's much difficult and much whaley, as being the first city of nations, and for me to rule over it is not such an easy task.
I understand. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's always been that way, but many people look towards you for answers and reassurances.
As you can hear Bella is a concubine of the king as she whispers to him. As you can hear it timbre with a perception check.
My liege, I know I have no voice in the matter, but I indulge you. Sacrifice animals instead, people. Sacrifice as many oxen as possible. At least, I think 10,000 gold pieces should do it. If you can afford it, of course.
As he listens.
You looking to us to afford it?
No, you don't hear that. That's just only timbre. The whisper.
Okay.
Amber will kind of on the down low, just kind of look and nod. He doesn't want to take over the queen's advice, but he's agreeable.
She's not the queen. She's just a.
Oh, his consort.
It's
Okay.
a combo. Yeah, it's just a plaything. This is the queen, Phallus.
But he'll try to then use some deception to do it on the down low and give him the wink that, is saying that her advice is better than the queen's.
Queen hasn't said anything. This is
Okay, but still, he's giving the nod towards her after she gives that little wink in the eye.
as much suggestion and much agree upon different ideas, of course. My queen, what do you have to say for this all? As the Queen Vala stands up before her throne, approaches you directly, ignoring the protests of the king. She's radiant with a sense of profound intellect and divine beauty. Heroes of the prophecy, I greet you. I am Valis of the Five Gods. For centuries, my people of Mytros have revered me as the goddess of wisdom.
Mortal kings once traveled across the Cerulean Gulfs seeking my counsel, but as you can see, my husband prefers to consult with fools and concubines these days. We gods are capable of saving the city. Joined together, a four of us can weave a spell to counter Sidon's magic. Such a miracle will require a sacrifice of power, and I will do what must be done to protect my city. But the others will need to be persuaded, of course, as she looks towards you. And they all look at her with disagreeing, as they can't all agree.
And I'll look back at the group and just give them a solid nod. We throwing our cast with her over King Acastus? You think she'll get us to him?
Nonsense, Valis. That is a foolish plan. The gods are not allowed to play part in this role. You know this, Valis. I know this. Anyways, choose those paths of what you choose. Come forth upon when you have decided which path to take. You may enjoy my city and my splendor. I must rest and discuss further. Commander Gaius, escort them out. As Valis looks disappointed. Yes, my liege. Men!
Thank you, my lord, for your beckon, for your hospitality, and for our retreat. Thank you.
As he says, whispering to your ear, Timbre.
Yes, leave, demon. Get out of here while you can.
Is that how you speak to all your guests?
Like, are we going north, east, or south?
No, you're going down.
Yeah, that's how I came.
Thank you. We leave.
Oh, I forgot to say the last bit, but I will just copy and paste it here for her suggestion. My apologies. But by doing this, the last one, will weaken the gods significantly.
I mean, Pythor and Vulcan should be on our side.
Yes, but I'm just saying if they agree, they will lose their powers.
We don't want that.
Weakenly, and they'll weaken their powers.
Oh.
That's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
You guys sure? Like, I don't think we can raise $10,000 of livestock.
Why is that falling on us? Does the king not have 10,000 gold to shell out on livestock?
He wants you to find the best course of action. But you guys can spend your time here enjoying the city as you see fit.
Or, if you guys want to research,
They won't lose all their powers, but they'll be weakened, the gods. Permanently. They lose no matter what.
And that's what would happen if we destroyed the temple, or
No. If you agree with Queen Valis' suggestion of them pleading and using their combination of their power, they would lose basically an ounce of their power permanently to protect the city.
yeah.
But it's up to you. It's them performing a miracle.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, the way they were treating Mugray and Timbre. Why are we saving the city?
Just because the king is a moron doesn't mean that everyone else here deserves whatever is going to happen.
I mean, there was a large group of people throwing random crap at Timbre and Mugrin.
And well, there are kids who don't know any better here.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they were adults. But I get what you mean.
We could, and this is a long shot, we could hit the books and see if there's a item in the surrounding area that may be able to cast this weather-changing spell.
I'm not much of a reader, but if that's the route you want to take, I support you.
Before you leave the Great Palace, you see Queen Valis sends a chief steward next towards you. As you can see this beautiful woman before you, as your eyes kind of open up, Silas, as you remember her from your homeland.
I'm sorry, who did I see?
You see kind of her chief stewardess, as you can see the Queen of the Warriors. You can see she's a chief of the Amazon Warriors.
And this was a person in the throne room?
She just came, yeah, she's here in front of you. I'm here to escort you towards Queen Valis.
Thank you.
I didn't know there was another Amazon. Rare to find a male upon... You're the first. She doesn't remember you, though.
It's definitely not common.
I, myself, and my 12 warriors were exiled long ago. We were saved here. We came here 10 years ago into Mytros, as we are fiercely loyal to Queen Valis'.
I didn't really get to know her that well, but she does seem like the most reasonable person in that room.
She is a god after all.
So what do you say, guys? Should we go talk to Valis?
That was the god?
Yeah, she's part of the five.
Yeah.
She literally said it in her message.
I'm with the group.
We can at least hear her out.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Lead the way.
She nods as she heads out, as the Amazonian warriors begin to follow in pursuit. Eventually, she begins to escort you towards the Queen's chambers. You can see, when you're arriving, you see kind of Queen Valis resting across a series of gilded mirrors. She's accompanied with many scribes and servants in white. So a caustic is off playing king somewhere. As Valis works hard and behind the doors, keeps it closed, performing many duties, as she is the true state of this city. As King Acoustic does not know how to run a city. But since the kings and queens of old, there always must be a king. As she eventually kind of confines you and has you sitting with her. We can talk finally, without any other ears peering around, and stupidity, of course, of my husband.
I like her.
We have Pytho's son in the mix. Interesting.
Did everyone know that Pytho was my dad besides?
She's basically your aunt. Have fun. She's related to Word's Kira. Sisters.
She's the older one. Well, where shall we start?
The beginning will be great. How did this mess start?
Well, as you know, there is deep conflict in the city. As of course the followers of the followers of the Titan, have come suspicious about what the Titans want. And it seems fit. This weather is only mudding this place even further. Because obviously I'm rather desperate these times upon this oath of peace with the gods, unable to fight back against the Titans, as it is quite a headache these days. But I'm glad you're here, nonetheless. Maybe you can help the city of Mytros from its poison, from its corruption.
Turn to the group and look at him and say, hey, any strike we could make against the Titans is a boon for us here on the land.
I've heard you're here for the quest to find Ultros. Is that correct?
Who's Ultros again?
It's a ship.
Boat.
You require it to come across the seas.
Yeah, we do.
I've been looking for it. Do you know its location?
I do not know exactly its location. I know my husband has been certainly sending many heroes to their doom to go find it. But, of course, I feel he does know something more than I know. There might be some rather curious connection, of course. But even then, I require and request you to plague out the city. We are having issues with the cult of Etharia. More and more spawning out in the city. Of course, it's up to you if you wish to help Mytros. As I ask a favor from the heroes. As well, seems fit. This is quite...
Amber will kind of turn around and look at the group too and say, any strike we can make against Lotharia is a good strike in my opinion. I hope you can see this and how we can work together, but we need to take down Lotharia where we can.
I feel the Titans should pay for the price of the cruelty and prudency, of course. While attacking the Temple of Sidon would be too difficult, of course. The cult of Lotharia gains dangerous amount of influence in the city. If you can strike a blow towards the cult, and potentially maybe investigating the Temple of Lotharia in the Stygian's Row. I'll give you the information on this one. Of course, it's not an invitation to cause chaos in the lower city, but I would highly suggest approaching carefully and collecting evidence against them as much as possible. The cult is popular because it supplies the city with much of its wine. You'll have to do the rest of the work on your own and learn as you progress through the city. Yes, wine.
Okay, so as a gladiator, I'm gonna try and see if I can find a fight. Like, I'm not actively looking for it, but I want to find one in like a arena, sanctioned, not just a random.
She doesn't
Okay,
know.
it is a little bit random,
She wouldn't know.
but okay.
She knows about the arena, but she doesn't know about just a random bar fight or a club or something. She doesn't really leave the palace. Too dangerous.
Oh, I'm a gladiator. I would do the arena, but that's what I was talking about. Sorry. Someone else.
This cult of the flare, you got any leads on it?
None. Really, just that. I would be wary, though, of the king's dragon, Icarus. It's an adult silver dragon. And is rather in the great palace, of course, in the courtyard. This dragon is rather not particularly a kind dragon, raised for a different purpose. But if you have a chance down the road figuring out something to get rid of this dragon, I'd be much obliged. Down the road, of course.
I do recall the men that came to initially summon us here call themselves Dragon Lords, but they didn't really seem the type.
They are not. They are given cursed dragon eggs by Lutharia.
And where do they get the dragon eggs? Did they come cursed, or are they cursing them themselves?
From what I know, about 20 years ago, it happened forth. It was given to them as a gift. Several dragon eggs. By the Titans themselves.
Hmm.
Icarus was hatched and raised in an arrogant society. Dragons should not be aggressive in nature. That is the problem with raising a dragon. It learns and adapts to you, imprints to you. Not all
That's kind of the
dragons
hope.
will be kind-hearted. It's the same one you saw as Gygas' Silver Dragon. As you can see, it's all black and different. It is supposed to be a Silver Dragon, but it's not. That's how it was raised.
Paying very close attention.
Anyways, I have not much else to say, but I will keep in touch with you when I can. This is rather suspicious at this moment. I have to return back to my duties. I don't wish to pry, of course. But I be careful around where you step in the city. Keep your ears peeled and your mind open.
Are there areas we should strictly avoid?
Many places, of course. I can't really recall telling you how many places, I would say, especially for, as she points towards, not purposely, but points towards the half beasts in the party. You are not welcome here, sadly. The city has grown hatred towards the species of the Titans. I'm sorry, I'm unable to do anything to stop that. But maybe potentially finding a way to stop Sidon's harassment across the city will help bandage and aid those to view you differently than who you are truly.
Thank you for the advice.
I'm a hindrance to this investigation and what we needed to learn. I'll be glad to move outside the city. You just need to know that somebody's going to be carrying on and we'll be able to move on.
I don't know, if we could get you a cloak large enough, you could fit right in.
As well as, please keep Acostus out of the knowledge of your true mission here to find Ultras. I wish him not to know ever. The wrong hands will truly destroy. What is the purpose? So she doesn't want you to obviously foretell her anything about that ship towards the king.
Let's just see him.
I don't foresee us giving him any additional information, at least unwarranted.
No.
So where do we want to go first?
I mean, investigating the cult of Lothario sounds like a good idea.
Oh, you guys can explore the whole city. You have quite a bit of places to go. Every place is an adventure.
Yeah, there's a place called the Minotaur Market. I don't know if it's a market where slave minotaurs are sold or if it's
Not my first stop, or should be mine. I don't know.
The more you think about it, the more horrible it becomes.
Yeah. There's a place called the Satyr Tail. Don't know what that is either.
Where are you guys getting these names at? Oh, there it is. At the
Map.
bottom. I
Yeah, the
see it.
player handout. Oh, there's a bathhouse of Valence. We can go cleanse ourselves after that long, arduous travel.
I will follow the group. I'm very interested in just kind of staying in the middle, but strong.
You know what? We did take a long way to get here, and I think going to the bathhouse might be fun.
We're not really here for fun, though.
I mean, but we
We need to
traveled for like
rejuvenate.
5 days.
Yeah, we've been
Yes,
roughing it.
on this.
Some of you have been sleeping in a tent that smells like dead dwarves.
Okay, maybe we
Exactly.
need one. A new one. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I say we head over to the bathhouse. We can maybe get some information about the cult over there.
Sure.
That one or two?
That's 10, I think.
And yeah,
Oh.
Kind of far away.
quite a trek.
Gladly strut through town playing my instrument the entire way, knowing I'm not popular. But
Yeah, you just get
people
more
do.
potatoes and shit at you.
I feel like getting hit with a potato would actually kind of hurt.
Yeah.
It's a hearty vegetable.
Is
Or,
it boiled
root.
at least or raw?
No, it's rotten. It explodes as soon as it impacts.
Then it's not that hard then.
I don't think that's the point.
But we're going to the spa to clean it off.
Alright.
I'll do a quick close down before
I'd
giving
like you to all roll
nipple.
perception checks as you run through the city. Maybe you hear a rumor. Highest perception gets the rumor. Ooh, Silas.
You want to roll today?
Alright, Silas, roll me a d12. So you walk across the street, you do hear a rumor. You hear
I guess the leader of the Order of Sidon now has more influence of the King of Acostus than the goddess Valis. How can such a thing come to be?
It doesn't surprise me. That guy always came off as a weasel.
Really did. I didn't expect that. He was totally subservient. Had to be decided on.
Seems like Gaius is getting in the Costas' ear.
It kind of reminds me of like Lord of the Rings with the fucking king.
Yeah. I was about to say.
But he's not a pussy though. All right, as the bathhouse is bolsters two large baths, both sized of swimming pools. One is filled with hot water, while the other is filled with bracingly cold water. Its connected buildings include two huge open-air gymnasiums, dozens of smaller rooms for massage. There's several of the locations of the city of Mythros. As you can see, it's pale in significance compared to the other one. This Queen Valis had these bathhouses constructed 2 centuries ago in celebration of the victory of the Arisia's campaign, a place for exercise, business, and agreements, and kind of gossip and courtships, even occasionally baths. As you visit this, you can see the bathhouse are free, but they accept donations. As you can see, a few acolytes there to keep the baths clean and maintained.
Seems like a nice place. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going for a hot bath.
As it's co-ed as well. Enjoy.
Same hot bath.
Same.
Give him one
Hot
silver
bath.
at the door to go in.
Hot bath.
Hot bath.
Okay.
But can I give them 1 copper instead of 1 silver?
They won't accept it from you as they ignore you.
1 silver.
You just watch the acolyte just walk past you.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I've got them, and I'll just toss the coins on the counter, and we'll keep moving out on. Don't let their treatment affect you. It's sad and pathetic.
Thank you. It is sad and pathetic, though.
This water is hot and boiling. It's nice and warm to the hot touch, as it takes a few times before your feet get adjusted to the heat, as it's like volcanic hot. But eventually, once you simmer into it, it's just comfortable. Your skin turns bright red.
I wash myself and get all clean, and then I turn into a turtle and just float around inside of the pool.
Damn it.
Smell turtle.
Yeah, you see every now and then you just see my head pop up. He's a fairly large turtle.
Imagine like a sea turtle or something. Just
You do see a bunch of people leave the hot bath as they see that. Ah, turtle! Disgusting!
More room for us.
Yeah, Tamber sits down and it looks like Pigpen. As soon as the fur hits the water, a bunch of dirt just floats out. He's got a brown cloud around him.
I'm pretty sure Eve probably enjoys the water. It's been a while for Genasi.
Yes.
She's probably gonna control water right now.
Go upstream, I'll go downstream, and I'll do about the same. A lot of brown dirt coming out.
Yeah, they're Olympic swimming pools, so they're huge.
I think you're normally supposed to rinse off before getting in the tub, but
Oh,
to each
they
their-
didn't show me that.
Oh, first time for everything.
And normally we go into the stream or the river and wash.
You can see the water's just being flooded out, so it's always being cleaned.
Okay. Guess it won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Clean.
Amber's
Would this
swimming
be
against the
considered?
stream, so it cleans them off.
Would this be considered like a short rest?
Yeah.
Alright.
Shouldn't be hurt. You should have had a long rest since then. Oh, you
We
mean
had-
the shape shifts? Okay.
Yeah. I was seeing how much fun I could have in my shapeshifts. I was gonna see if I was.
I want to see how
I
you
was
guys
gonna-
brace the cold water when you get out of the hot one.
I'll cannonball it.
And this is the cold water. It's like ice cold.
Yes, but there's totally a thing about going from the hot to the cold and then from the cold to the hot.
Yeah, I know.
Shock therapy.
Exactly.
Cannonball.
So I'm cannonballing in it, and then I'm gonna get out as soon as possible.
All right, cannonball on it. As you can tell, a lot of the people around you are not happy with the amount of water everywhere.
Next time I'll do a little more subtle.
I'm not gonna like this. I get out of my pool, flippers and stuff like that, and I transform back into a human. Then I run, act like I'm about to do a cannonball, and I turn into a little reef shark. And just bloop.
Oh,
A shark in the water.
Eventually, after 5 minutes, guards come and escort you out. You must get out of here now. Your kin is making a mess out of this place.
Are they talking to the shark, or are they talking to?
And the beasts, anybody who's a beast, as they look at the shark as well, they want you out. You are banned
Give
from
us
the
a minute to get our
bathhouse.
stuff together. Just a minute. Just a minute. We'll get our stuff together. We'll leave peacefully. We don't want to make conflict.
Is this not the bathhouse of Valis? We just came from an audience with her.
This is not Valis' kingdom, is it?
I jump out and return to human form. Nothing like a swim, getting those gills really filled. You know what I mean? I tap the guy on the shoulder.
As he looks in disgust.
Yeah, I'm completely nude as a kid. I'm like, yep.
Get your clothes and leave as soon as possible.
I think we're just about done here anyway.
Skylex is like, damn it.
I throw you a blanket.
God damn it, guys. Not even 10 minutes in, we're already getting banned.
Oh, of course. Especially if you're causing shit like that.
Yeah, the cannonballs and turning into sharks. Yeah,
Sharks and turtles.
may have been a little over the top.
Hey, I'm clean.
That is not the point.
It's more like manners. Being courteous to others.
Yeah, that Amber's been a gentleman the entire time. He's trying to.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't make it harder on you guys than it already is. My bad.
Alright. We'll continue our session next week for another epic adventure. Have a great Christmas, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. As Astros, you'll foretell our story next week.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.